will be.
I love Madonna song. It's on! Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of Disney Parks Talk Live. My name is Doobie Mosley. I am the co-founder of Laughing Place, co-host of this show, along with this lovely lady, Rebecca Mosley, down there, all the way from Southern California, covers all things Muppets, Lego, and Star Wars for us, is Mike Celestino. Thank you, Jeremiah. And over there, the man in charge of covering all theme parks based on English pigs would be Jeremiah Good. Hello, Jeremiah.
Wait, what?
Don't give him my gig. I want the Peppa Pig gig. Muddy puddles.
So we are going to be talking about the week in Disney Park news. It was our intent to have our CEO here to kick us off and tell us about the Bob Chapek just speaking at the Morgan Stanley Technology, Media, and Telecommunications Conference. That happened just before this show. I think they timed it to lead into us because they wanted that bump. But unfortunately, he's having some technical issues. The bottom line is, when it comes to theme parks, they really just said two things that he was going to talk about. One, using your Disney Plus history to better help you plan a Disney theme park vacation. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a neat idea, except it makes me realize that I would have to have a separate account for things I'm actually interested in. Because a lot of times, because of LP, you right. Watch a lot of the content that may or may not be your preference. You're writing a review or whatever. But I'd want to have one more just, actually things I love.
So I'm going to start watching every classic Disney animated feature in short, and then they can bring back all those old attractions.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I am hoping this means we're getting some sort of a Hamilton experience. That's what I'm hoping for. And then the other thing, which is not new, but was kind of reiterated, and as our CEO says, that just kind of shows how much they really mean it, that they took the COVID as an opportunity to get rid of the Disneyland annual pass holder program. That's something they've been considering. They did it. They did it for two reasons: to improve the guest experience and to increase shareholder value, which can translate to get more money per guest. So it was a decision they're willing to make. I know fans don't like it, but such is life. And this is not the first time they publicly said that that's what they did and why they did it. So we just need to get used to it. Okay. So moving on from there, let's move on to, I think, the big story.
Big. Oh, sorry.
This
big is
Blinking
it?
its wrong eye. It's 6 stories tall.
6 stories?
Yes.
6 stories.
Yeah, I thought it was 5 stories tall, but apparently that's another story.
Completely a new story.
Yes.
So
I know you have some other pictures. We'll scroll through yours while you talk about what it's like to see this in person.
So Harmonious, the new nighttime show coming to the World Showcase Lagoon at Epcot, that's been under construction for a while. This was announced at the last, hopefully not last, D23 Expo. They moved the 2 large barges, not large marges, into the lagoon, the 2 that are closest to us, over the past month or so. But they just put in the central piece, which I've been calling the Stargate for months. They moved that into the lagoon the other day, and the Disney Parks blog did its beautiful video. Zach Ridley, one of the Imagineers in charge of it, talks about It really does a great job in preparing us for the upcoming show. But when you walk out there and you see this giant barge, it is not one of those like, oh, it'll look better in person. It is massive. I think the next one may be the best way to. Nope. Go one more.
I'm going.
There it is.
Wow,
So
it towers over America.
This is also a pretty much dead center view from when you're walking past the Silver Spaceship Earth, and you walk the lagoon and you look straight across at the American Adventure. So not only is this thing huge, but it's also off center. So it's really just designed to throw people off.
I can live with huge. It's really off center?
Yeah.
I just figured this was the picture.
Nope.
No, he's standing in that spot.
Why would they do this to us?
There's many theories. There's several theories floating around out there.
In the lagoon.
All right. I have never been one to push for a change.org petition, but there are limits. You cannot have something this big, so close to center, but off center, without driving people crazy.
Well, the nice thing is, and this is one of the things that, we've all seen the social media, some amazing memes out there of it. When it gets said and done during the day, this is going to be a beautiful fountain show throughout the day, and then it turns into an amazing show at night. So, yeah, it may be a bit of an eyesore right now, but hopefully in the next months, when they get everything together, we'll see a great water production, hopefully with some new music. It's like the old lagoon or old fountain show right in the middle of Epcot. People were like, that's just a giant eyesore until they started doing the 15-minute music.
This is one of the best pictures you've ever taken, Jeremiah.
That's really pretty.
So just to clarify, not only are the barges out all day long, but the ring of death is out all day too.
Yeah, because it's an enormous. I mean, if you see the thing, if you see the images of the fountain, you can see that it'll be like I call it like a water burst. The way the images look is like this enormous water burst above, and then another one below, and then you have them on either side as well coming from the barges. So I'll be interested to see how it plays once it's on. Like the visual of it being off center to us right now, it looks off center because the American Adventure icon isn't centered behind it, but I'm curious if we'll still have that same trigger once it's full of water.
I
thought Mike was getting ready to say something.
No, I just thought it's funny that to say that the ring is not off center, but the buildings behind it are off center.
If you go to one of the last pictures in that file, Doobie, it's the photo from the bridge going into UK, and you can see the concept art and what it looks like from the side. So hopefully it'll be somewhat interesting to look at throughout the day, all around World Showcase Lagoon.
That one?
Yeah, that's looking towards Mexico and Norway. So that giant barge is dead center that way.
Yeah, the center works fine here.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I don't know. I'm like I say, I'm interested to see what it's like once it's actually fired up.
They're setting that on fire?
No. Oh. Like water.
Well, there will be fire. Like
water? Underwater?
Is the ring going to be on fire with the motorcycle jumping through it? Because that's what I'm expecting.
But I think somebody's going to ride around the center of it, and it'll spin really fast.
Like a gyroscope.
If they had it in like contact, and then you drop it in, no seatbelt.
No.
Mike,
don't use a seatbelt.
Mike Celestino is one of the quirkier people I know. He can rival me for some quirks. Does the off-center bother you at all?
It doesn't bother me as much as it seems to be bothering a lot of people, but also I don't spend a lot of time at Epcot as much as I would like to. So maybe if it were someplace where I was there all the time, it would probably eat at me.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
The lagoon is like people that are throwing a huge fit of it's a giant eyesore. The lagoon is a nice thing, but we have to remember that we are the nerds, and we look at the building and go, oh, that's so beautiful, where everybody else is rushing to Frozen or Ratatouille or...
Okay. I'm going to step in here because I am all for change. I am all for good attractions, yada, yada, yada. But don't poo-poo this too much. Disney has made their business on those details that people run by on their way to Ratatouille and Maelstrom and the Viking building over there in Norway. So that is the essence of Disney. So you can't say it doesn't matter because people don't look. It matters. It may be worth it, but it matters.
I am definitely not saying it doesn't matter, but I think just like with everything else that's happened in the past few years, we need to wait and see the finished product before we say down with Epcot.
That's right. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm interested to see how I feel once it's done, because right now it's just an enormous piece of metal out in the harbor, as it were.
I have never waited for the finished product to make my final opinion. I am not going to start now. Disney Parks blog got a nice up close picture of it, so there you go. If anyone wants a little bit better view, look how they centered the.
It's really funny.
It's perfectly centered if you get out into the middle of the lagoon there and look through it at a different pavilion.
Gio's got a little more patience than I do. Should say hello, Gio.
Hi, Gio.
Tammy from Australia, Arizona. It's nice to have some of our regulars here. If you guys have any comments or questions, please use the comments and let us know. And here's something new. If you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you ring the dingy so you get notified when we go live.
They have a bell over on Facebook now.
Yeah.
I know, it's so exciting.
So exciting. All right, next up on our proliferation is not a word. On our list of things we are looking at would be Taste of Epcot,
Woo-hoo!
International Flower and Garden Festival. Jeremiah, this starts in 2 days. How excited are you?
I'm very excited, and I will just answer this question right now. I'm also very excited because it's supposed to be in the high 70s on that day when I'm walking Epcot from opening till close, so that'll make it an even better day. I'm really excited. I love Flower and Garden. It's not Festival of the Arts, but it's definitely up there with one of my... It is my top 2 favorite festivals.
I'm hoping that this avocado toast looking thing over here is named something like In a Golden Afternoon. Because don't you feel like they should have like a little Alice standing right there singing?
Yeah, that looks good, by the way. So, allergies aside, food, don't eats aside, like I'm a vegetarian, I don't care. Just looking at these and, oh, that looks good. Jeremiah, what's your pick of these 4?
The fritters, I'm guessing, in the lower corner. Yeah.
Good.
That does.
How about you, hon?
Oh no, I like the one with all the flowers on it.
The avocado toast.
I have no idea what else
there in Northern California. Mike Celestino?
I'm going bottom left, whatever that is. I think that looks the most appealing.
Oh,
there you go.
That's where I'm going to. This looks like one of those eggs where you pop it and then it just spills all over the place.
It looks like Eggs Benedict.
I love those to death.
Oh, man.
Mike Mack.
Is
he the VP of alcohol we're referring to here?
Self-appointed, apparently.
I think so. Like,
every website has to have one.
Somebody's got to do it.
He's our lush. Congratulations.
Very cool.
And speaking, before we leave the Flower and Garden, there's some actual really good news, Jeremiah. You want to talk about bands coming back to the Flower and Garden Festival?
Yeah, I don't know why we have the Jameters because they're not even on that stage anymore. But,
yeah, that's okay.
Live concerts returning. The way this was billed as part of the City Beautiful bandstand, and you look through the list, and there's some great, interesting bands. My favorite is the Spasmatics, which is, if you're not familiar with the Spasmatics, they cover 80s bands. They dress like Devo.
Have the Spasmatics played here at Disneyland Resort? I feel like I know that name.
No,
really?
Yeah, they're just they're very cover band, like the House of Blues. They used to play a lot at the House of Blues, but they license out the name Spasmatics to bands. So this is all kind of just looking at this. It's an interesting mix, and I will definitely go enjoy some of the bands, but calling it City Beautiful, like these are Floridian bands, is a little bit of a stretch.
Okay. So Mike Celestino, I'm gonna put you on the hot seat here. Let's see. We've got the different groups we've got is they've got a Motown group. They've got a what they're calling a vintage vinyl band that's going to kind of do the top 40 cover band and retrofitting. Oh, that feels like those swing bands that do modern songs. That's what it sounds like they are. And then you've got the Hooligans, which is British invasion music. And then you've got Latin pop, a Latin American party band. Which of those, if you were booking your Disney World vacation and you were anchoring it on what was available music-wise, which one of those would be the one you'd go to?
I know his answer.
So you're not including the Spasmatics in these choices.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, the Spasmatics. I will let you also choose the Spasmatics.
Yeah, probably the 80s. As a child of the 80s, I would pick that one.
Yeah, that's the one you'd go for. How about you, Jeremiah? Which one is going to be your, I will not miss this one?
Spasmatics, definitely. I've seen them in concert, or part of them in concert in different places, and it's a great fun band. They're very much like the band that used to play at Tomorrowland Terrace that did the 80s stuff where they'd all dress up.
This is what I thought Mike C was going to say too. I thought he was going to go Latin pop.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at him.
Now which one were you going for?
There's a part of me that wants to say Motown and Magic.
In motion, but it's okay.
Dude, I can't read.
He needs.
The Motown in Motion is actually great. They're performing actually tonight at Disney Springs. They're part of the Black History Month.
I'm an 80s guy too. I probably like the songs of the Spasmatics the most, but to see live in these performances, I think I'd go with Motown in Motion.
Okay.
I will say that of the bands that were playing regularly at Disneyland in the last decade or so, the one that I would most frequently stop to watch their performance was the Beatles cover band Hard Day's Night. They're awesome.
Isn't there's a like a Beatles, they say British Invasion, I thought, in one of the bands.
I suspect that's why. He's
well, I would probably enjoy that one as well then.
Yeah.
What was the name of that ska band that everyone loves so much?
Oh, Suburban Legends.
Yeah,
Suburban Legends are good too. They do a great cover of the Gummy Bears theme song that brings down the house.
Now, if they had the Cantina band there, would that be your choice?
I don't think I would actually be into the Cantina band. It's not my type of music, but it would be funny for a moment.
Yeah,
it's a ringtone. Yeah, I like it.
There's a great. Speaking of Star Wars bands, though, I saw a band perform at Celebration in Chicago called Blues Harvest, which is a great name for a Star Wars band, first of all. But they do covers of a whole bunch of Star Wars and like geek culture songs, and they did an amazing cover of Dance Magic Dance from the movie Labyrinth that I'll never forget that. That was a great moment.
Starring David Bowie.
Now we're really like off on a tangent here, though.
No.
All right. So speaking of food, they have revealed the menu for, let me get this right. I know you had to type it a lot. Is it a torch of Disney, Mike Celestino?
Yeah, I keep saying Taste of Disney, but it's called a Touch of Disney.
Touch of Disney. Okay, torch comes later when we get to Peppa Pig. So They've revealed the menus and the eating locations for these. Have you had a chance to look these over and whet your appetite, Mike?
Yeah, I don't know how much of this I'll be able to eat, but it's basically a lot of sample size versions of a lot of famous dishes that you would get around Disneyland, like the Monte Cristo sandwich.
Cluckadoodle moo.
Yeah, and the Mickey waffles. What else you got there? Yeah.
For Mike Mack, they've got some wine, so looking forward.
These Sam stuff.
These tickets go on sale in just 3 days. We are so close to having people saying, "I've got the golden ticket. I'm going to get to go into a Disney theme park in California." So that's pretty exciting.
A Disney theme park that you can go into for free right now.
But theoretically, you'll get to see more of it. One would hope.
Yes. Well, yeah. Not only theoretically, but I pretty much confirmed that we can at least go to like Cars Land and Pixar Pier. Yes. I'm
Lamplight.
looking forward to that. And
Okay.
Lamplight, yeah.
If they opened up Avengers Campus, that'd be pretty
Because
awesome.
they even say like Christina Cucamonga is going to be an operating food location. That's the one that is way out by the mouse coaster, right?
No, Kajina Cucamonga is.
Oh no, is it?
It's
Pacific Wharf.
Oh, it's the Pacific Wharf location. Okay, sorry.
Jeffrey asked about the Legacy Pass holder deals for the Touch of Disney. I don't know if there's a discount, but they did say you get a magnet and a button.
Here it is.
Oh, okay. Well, I was kind of skipping ahead there, yeah, but
No, that's fine.
sorry.
So this
There's the
begins
magnet.
on March 18th, which is my mom's birthday, so no excuse for forgetting anybody. She'll be 83.
I have a great excuse to forget your mom's birthday because I'll be knee deep in covering this event.
I know. I'm very excited for that live. I want to make sure I'm on for that live.
As long as we get tickets, actually, I should say that's contingent on us getting tickets.
Well, if you can't get tickets the first day, you're almost guaranteed to be able to get tickets the second, third, or the rest of the next month and a half, because $75 will be like the diehards the first day, and then
is that your opinion, Jeremiah? This is really overpriced.
You think it's gonna be a tough sell?
I think it'll be a tough sell after the diehards like us go the first day or the second day. Going into the third and fourth week, they'll start to offer like other specials, like here's another magnet, here's something else. And it's something that we've seen in the past where they do hard ticket events multiple nights, and the first night sells out, and the second night hardly anybody buys into it.
So you're picking this. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
I was kind of saying that if they did this exact same thing but across the Esplanade in Disneyland, it would sell out through its entire run like instantaneously. But I'm not sure the demand is there at the moment, especially because part of DCA has been open for a bit now to go into California Adventure and just be able to walk around and get food and stuff. But we'll see.
And I was surprised by the demand for that. I really thought when DCA opened, it would be a lot busier just with people who just wanted to be in there. And it surprised me. So I am now in agreement with you guys that this is going to be that huge.
And that was crazy on that first day. Like Jeremiah was saying, when I went there on the opening day of Buena Vista Street, it took me 4 hours to get in. But since then, it's not been a problem to just walk in when I've gone.
So $75. That's just, and that includes $25 worth of food and parking. And then
yes,
$50 worth of, I can't believe I'm in DCA. Enjoy it.
And characters waving at you, I guess.
And a magnet if you're a Legacy Pass holder.
And a magnet. And I guess that's
and if you want a chance to see a ton of vloggers.
A lot of vloggers, yeah.
I'll be very interested to see, what the price points for these samples are, because $25, you get one Monte Cristo that they charge you $10 for because it's normally $18. I don't mean to poo-poo this, but after going to Knott's where it was $35 and I couldn't even eat everything because all the samples were massive, and it was, enjoyable walking around the park, where this is $75. It's your parking, walking into DCA, and then $25 of food.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you guys. If they did this in Disneyland Park, would you be okay with them serving alcohol throughout?
No.
Mike? Celestino, I know Mike Mack's actor.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I think I'm okay with the idea of alcohol being very limited in Disneyland proper. So I would say, keep it as is, where DCA is kind of the alcohol park, and plus a little bit in Galaxy's Edge, and the rest of Disneyland is more family friendly. I don't know. At the same time, I also don't really care. But it is, I don't know. It's weird that, you can get a little hammered over at DCA or Downtown Disney and then just wander into Disneyland if you want to a point. Obviously, they're not going to let you in there if you're completely blotto or whatever. But
speaking from experience?
What's that?
That's if you're speaking from experience.
No. You know what though? I have to say, there's been a couple times at Oga's Cantina where I had like one drink and it got me pretty tipsy. That one of those might have been with Jeremiah actually, because twice I bought. Yeah, I bought a souvenir mug and left it in there. I just left it. When we went on Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run or whatever. That happened to me twice. But I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol, so what was the question? Oh yeah, I don't know.
Apparently that happened before this show.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rebecca?
Well, I'm not as concerned about what the type of precedent that Jeffrey mentions here, because there have been paid events held within Disney that have had alcohol. So it's not necessarily indicative. The one difference is that this would be those were limited hours in the evening, a different vibe. So maybe I'm naive in thinking that offering it all day, would make a change. But I'd be okay. If it was being offered for Disneyland, I'd rather it be like a vouchery thing. Like you can buy the package that includes 2 beverages. Right. As opposed to having, it just for sale here and there.
I think that may be one of the hindrances in doing this at Disneyland. I mean, alcohol sales are a huge part of these events, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah.
And that may be one of the reasons why they're thinking, can't we do this over there? I'm just speculation, but go ahead.
No, that's true.
I think one of the biggest things is doing it in Norland Square at the outdoor seating. They could do wine because they started doing alcohol at Blue Bayou, so they could do it out there. And you have to remember, it's $75 for the ticket, so it'll be like $23 for a glass of wine there.
I totally forgot that Blue Bayou was offering alcohol.
Yeah, it's weird to think.
Completely forgot.
Growing up all those years with no alcohol at Disneyland but Club 33, you can get it in Galaxy's Edge now. You can get it in Blue Bayou. It's weird.
I still haven't. But Mike, you were going to say something, Mike.
I was going to say the one other place that I would like to see limited alcohol available is in the Tropical Hideaway, where I would love to get the Dole Whip with the rum in it that you can get over at what is that called next to Trader Sam's out there?
The Tahitian Terrace.
Tahitian Terrace. There you go. But yeah, that I would like to see.
So you can buy your souvenir mug and leave it there.
Yes. Exactly. I would probably do that even if I wasn't drinking, though. I'm that forgetful. So.
Well, thank you for remembering to put a shirt on today. So the other thing happening at Disneyland Resort soon is the villas at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa are opening on May the 2nd. This is the second time an opening date has been announced for these. So hopefully if we all recall, Disneyland was going to reopen on July 17th last year. But still no date for Disneyland, but the villas are coming on May 2nd, 2021. The rest of the hotel's not opening. The restaurants, none of the fun stuff is opening, but this is a start. So pretty exciting stuff. Are you a fan of the Grand Californian, Mike Celestino?
Yeah, the Grand Californian is my home base at the Disneyland Resort. When I'm working down there, I'll go and sit in the lobby and work on my laptop. So I absolutely love that lobby. I've only stayed there for one night ever. But I do really like the design of that hotel.
Jeremiah, are you a fan of the Grand?
Oh yeah, I was lucky, like you guys. I was lucky enough for the pre-opening when they had the annual pass discounts, where it's like $99 for a night, and then I think I stayed there 2 or 3 times since, and it's just so convenient, and the rooms are really nice. Well, the rooms now are really nice.
Has the price gone up? Is it no longer $99?
It's more than an annual pass. Well, just more than it was an annual pass.
Right, exactly.
I've looked there. Wow, it's not cheap. Neither is the Disneyland Hotel. Neither is the Paradise Pier Hotel.
But the Pan Pacific is great.
What?
The Pan Pacific is great.
Going way back. All right, let's see. What else do we have in the world of Disney news? So at Disney Springs, have you seen Are these your pictures, Jeremiah, from Celebrate Her Story? You want to talk about it?
Today, March, right? This is March.
Yeah, March.
Is Women's History Month. So this really, like, we had no notification. They put out
That makes sense. Hi, Becky.
They put out a tweet probably afternoon as I was heading over there anyway, announcing that they're doing the Her Story throughout, much like they did with the Black History Month, where they had different things going on. They put up some banners, which are really nice, with different Disney heroines and princesses. And then they had special deals, special foods. No artwork yet, but that could change at some point.
I love it.
This, I just happened to be walking by Marketplace Snacks, which I feel like I should always go there anytime something new starts, just because it's always something good. That is a lemon and strawberry Dole Whip in black cherry lemonade with a chocolate fondant mask, and the Mrs. Incredible straw comes with it.
That's so cute.
Who is this supposed to be? Anyone?
It's a mask.
Just a mask?
Yeah, because they wear masks. The Incredibles mask.
Because when I look at that,
it looks like Roz from Monsters Inc.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
Because
Movies
the top of the thing, yeah. It was actually really good. As long as you enjoy lemon Dole Whip, it's not my favorite. So I was kind of like, okay, it's not the strawberry one they had last time. And then Emirates has this special cake, which is only $7.99 as opposed to the WandaVision cakes that are $20. So
for a second, I thought the name there was Flanocchio, and I was like, that's a terrible pun.
Mike, get in the penalty box.
Like cake top, the vanilla caramel sauce. Oh, this sounds like Doobie's.
Is this flan? I love a flan.
It's vanilla custard.
I love flan. Yes, this is awesome.
Emirates and the Ganachery focus on some of their chefs that, of course, are female. And there's the one for the Ganachery.
Beautiful.
Is that Amanda?
Yes. And I think the next one...
This one was the one that caught my eye.
The marble piñata.
And it's a 65%, so it's a dark chocolate sphere with a top crunch. I was like, oh, yes. That is my cup of tea right there. But
yeah, crack it open.
And
and there's stuff inside?
Topping crunch, right?
You're like paying it like a real piñata?
Yeah. Enjoy.
But yeah, it's some interesting stuff. And of course, they focus on Imagineers and artists that have shaped Disney and Pixar's history throughout the Wonderground Gallery and over at the Art of Disney.
Always love to see Mary Blair getting some love. This is beautiful. Awesome. Well, let us go to Disney Springs and celebrate Her Story. Beautiful. I love these banners, by the way.
And then they've also got a beer flight at the brewery there that celebrates.
The City Works.
Yeah.
If you go down to the bottom, you can click on that link if you want that. And it's all from female brewers.
Oh, really?
Women-owned breweries. And and that's what the celebration with the beer flight at City Works.
Yeah.
So you have that going on as well. So very exciting.
Can I ask you a question since we're talking about beer and you are a woman?
Yes.
What is your favorite beer?
I think you were talking to me.
I don't have a favorite beer. I don't have a favorite beer.
I know your least favorite though. Those flavored ones I brought home, the Budweiser, like
those aren't beer.
They aren't?
No.
There's Budweiser on the side.
But it's not a beer. It's a hard seltzer. That's a totally different beast.
Okay.
He doesn't drink. So
I really should not call it Budweiser if it's not a beer. We are going to take a break from our normal list of stuff to answer a question from New York. Very cool. Heading to the parks in 2 weeks. Which one deserves the most time? First, before we even answer that, we need to recommend, if it's not too late for this one, certainly for the next one, Mouse Fan Travel. Becky here, who is tuning in. Hi, Becky. Runs the place. She is incredible. This is one of the largest Disney fan travel agencies, and they do an incredible job. We can't recommend them highly enough. It does not cost you one extra penny to use a Disney travel agent like Mouse Fan Travel, and they will take incredible care of you. So,
we should post a link in our comments. So, in case
I don't know that she can, unfortunately, Jeremiah.
Hopefully, one of our people might be able to do that. But it's Mouse Fan Travel. You can't miss it. Mouse Fan Travel. Anyway, heading to the parks in 2 weeks. Let us presume they mean Walt Disney World. Which one deserves the most time? Jeremiah, in 2 sentences, answer that question.
2 weeks would be flower and garden time during Epcot. I would probably say Disney's Hollywood Studios. Disney's Hollywood Studios has the most new attractions, and actually, it really. I can never answer this without having a lot of background, but Epcot really, you can spend the entire day there doing the attractions in Future World and World Showcase. So,
hi, Cindy, Tammy's friend, Cindy. Tammy's cousin,
Wonderful
Cindy.
Cousin Cindy.
Yeah, are you in Australia too? That's awesome. How about you? I won't even ask Mike unless you want to answer because you're not a Florida guy.
I'm with Jeremiah. That's a tough one unless you know the scenario. For example, if it's like a group with kids, then I would say give yourself more time at Magic Kingdom so that you can kind of pace it, so that you're not just drive with it. Epcot, I think, can be the most to explore, especially with Flower and Garden, because in some ways it then becomes 2 parts because you've got the attractions themselves, but then you've got the festival to enjoy. So it could take up more time. But if you have thrill seekers and people who want to immerse themselves in movies, then you want to spend more time at studios because you really want to explore Galaxy's Edge and you want to have time for, to experience the thrill rides more than once because they hit you so fast. You want to go again so you can really see the details that you missed the first time because you're just getting that adrenaline rush. And then for me, I love Animal Kingdom. And so I would want to explore Animal Kingdom and really watch the animals and enjoy them in a leisurely way. So I could make an argument for any of them.
You are a bit of no use whatsoever. Let me answer the question for you, New York. It's pretty simple. The Magic Kingdom is the largest. The Magic Kingdom has the most rides. The Magic Kingdom probably has the longest lines. It is nowhere near my favorite park, but in terms of planning to spend the most time, I think you need to plan to spend the most time there.
No, there you have it.
I would have guessed that you were going to answer like Blizzard Beach, Doobie.
Winter Summerland, you could spend 3 days at, no problem. I would spend the time at Disney Springs, or honestly, my favorite thing to do would just be hotel hopping. I would happily do hotel hopping.
Right.
But if I'm advising the average guest.
Oh, and by the way, I will throw that in as far as your Magic Kingdom day. Give yourself a chance to look at the hotels that are there on the monorail loop. Don't just go straight back to your car or whatnot. Look at those. And they're really beautiful, and each one has its own theme and decor and beauty.
Take a boat over to Wilderness Lodge too.
Oh, you could do that.
You can walk around there. You can walk from Wilderness Lodge to Fort Wilderness. Walk around the new.
So much to do.
Oh, I want to go to Florida.
I know. Soon.
Which park, Jeremiah? Can you answer this one for Tammy?
Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
If you can even book Disney's Hollywood Studios, I know the St. Patrick's Day week, there is almost no availability for any of the parks right now because it's so busy, because that's the spring break time and St. Patrick's Day, so everybody's in there. But Disney's Hollywood Studios is first. Second would be Magic Kingdom, and then Animal Kingdom and Epcot kind of vary because Animal Kingdom can fill up quicker than Epcot, but Animal Kingdom is usually the last one because people don't go there enough. Like Rebecca said, Animal Kingdom is a beautiful park, and I've definitely gotten a deeper appreciation for it walking and talking with Doobie a few hundred times now.
Well, if anything is going to help you appreciate a theme park, it is talking to Doobie while you're walking through it.
Wow.
Mike Mack agrees with me because it is the right answer. The general right answer. There may be specific. I'm going to shut up. We have a good question from Tammy. If you get a hotel ticket package combined, help your Jeremiah. You know what she's asking. Please answer it.
Yes. There are 3 different levels for booking the parks. There are the lowest is annual pass holders, and then the next one is day tickets. And then guests that are here on vacation package have the highest priority for booking. So there may not be availability for day tickets or annual pass holders, but if you have a hotel package, there is more available for that. But you should always, as soon as you can, book, no matter how you're staying. And again, that's a great way to get a promotion for Becky because she can do that for you, and you don't have to worry about it.
Your travel agent will help out.
We need to schedule live Q&As with Jeremiah and Becky.
That's true. We should.
Anytime. I love Becky.
And the good Mosleys. Okay, so speaking of incredible Disney vacations.
And I know this was on Becky's mind because I saw Becky share a picture of a view from Castaway Cay on her Instagram today.
So the next Disney ship, the Disney Wish, the 5th ship in the fleet, has had these things arrive. I believe they're called bow thrusters and
bulbous bow.
Bulbous bow. This would be the front of the ship.
Yep.
And this would also be on the front of the ship because it's the bow.
Yep.
I don't know exactly what they do. They look really important, so I'm glad the ship is going to have them. And what it ultimately means is we are one step closer to Doobie going on the Disney Wish. Yay! So that's
we're very excited about these the arrival of the next class of ships.
As is Becky, wishing for a cruise. And she's all for Q&A time with Becky and the good Mosleys.
We will talk.
All right.
Sure.
Let's see what else we got. We'll get to that one last. Next up, our penultimate story would be the very exciting news that Peppa Pig is coming to Central Florida. This is not a Disney story. It's better. Peppa Pig, if you have a child, you know who Peppa Pig is. I'm Mommy Pig, Daddy Pig. So he's getting a little theme park. What's wrong, Jeremiah?
I don't know what just happened, but go on.
He's getting a little theme park in the parking lot of Legoland. Is that correct, Jeremiah?
Yeah, when I was out there a couple of weeks ago for the start of their Pirates weekends, I saw a fenced-off area. If you've been to Legoland, Florida, I could describe it. If you've not, it's the entrance. It kind of comes up against part of the park, but it is its own park. It'll have a separate ticket. If you do have an annual pass, you can get into all 3 of the parks because they have Legoland Florida and the water park. So that's 2 parks. And then the Peppa Pig, which I don't understand at all. Don't know who Peppa Pig is. So I will leave that to the Daddy Pig and Mama Pig.
It's so exciting. Okay, so Peppa Pig is a very popular little, geared towards, I'd say, 3 and 4 year olds. It's a little family of pigs. It's a British show, so your child will end up calling black and white animals zebras instead of zebras when they watch the show.
The proper
and refer to flashlights as torches and things like this. And one of the fun elements of the show is that Daddy Pig is always bragging about, what is it?
He, like me, is the muddy puddle jumping champion.
Yes.
World champion muddy puddle jumper. And this theme park will have
muddy
puddles.
So we're very excited that they thought to make sure that you could be able to experience that, because as a Peppa Pig fan, it is what you will want to experience. And if you are as excited about this as we are, please continue to follow Laughing Place, or you can even sign up. They have PeppaPigThemePark.com/Florida, and you'll get updates on the development of it. It sounds like it's a smaller park that's really going to be geared towards the littles. It seems like, with multiple rides, interactive attractions, the little kids, and themed playscapes and water areas, that kind of thing. So it's neat.
Opens next year, and they said more experiences and attractions will be announced this summer. Mike Celestino, question: have you ever even heard of Peppa Pig?
I have heard of Peppa Pig, but I did want to say that Muddy Puddles is my favorite blues musician.
I thought you would have gone for Bleeding Gums Murphy.
I still like Bart Simpson. No, Lisa Simpson. What's wrong with me? All right, and finally, we wanted to give a big shout out to Laughing Place contributor Cole Guryak, who continues his amazing work on Disney theme park history. As some of you may know, all of you should know, Cole writes our Extinct Attraction series. He is our history expert, and he has created these interactive maps where you can type in any year for any of the 6 North American theme parks or the 2 Tokyo theme parks, and it will show you the map, what it looked like back then. It'll show you the attractions, where they were. You can click an attraction, see a video of it, read a description of it any year. It's amazing. Well, he just released his 2 new parks, Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney Studios Park Paris. That one's not that hard. It doesn't have much history, but those are now available. So just pop that up there real quick, and it's pretty cool. So this is our release for it. You can talk, because I should have brought up the actual map.
No. Well, the nice thing about it is to be able to look at a spot and then to see what various attractions or iterations of the attraction have been there previously. So that's what we've got. That's what Doobie is getting ready to bring up for you.
But I do like that Agatha Pop.
Agatha Pop is cool. I like it too.
Your experience will be faster than this. This is because we are also streaming at the same time. So like, this is what it looks like in 2021, but put in 1955 and it wasn't there. So let's put in 1996. And here's a map of what it looked like then. And then all these little bubbles, this is where the actual attractions were. And it gives you a little history on them. And for many of them, you can click it and get a video as well. So it's amazing.
Phantom Manor.
Where is it? I've never been to this park.
Down. To the right. There you go.
Oh, I messed it up. Oh, I clicked one thing, which then actually, okay, there we go. Here?
Yep, see?
Yes.
Manor. Ta-da!
Do they have the video?
Doobie signed in weird right now.
Current occupant, Phantom Manor. What I'm going to click. Sorry, my fault. Don't blame Cole, blame me. I'm not experienced enough, and I think you really messed up. Trust me, it works when you are not streaming at the same time.
Because we're streaming at the same time, it's messing up his screen.
So, yes. It's trying to pop up the video right now, I believe, but
it can't.
It can't because I'm using all my resources to talk to you beautiful people and Jeremiah. So please check that out. You can link it from the front page of Laughing Plop Place.
Laughing Plop.
Laughing Plop. Just scroll down, look for interactive historical.
We didn't know we were announcing site pages.
Theme park maps. And he's put a lot of work into that. It's pretty awesome, fun stuff. And especially Disneyland. Go to Disneyland, put it in 1957. Pretty cool. Yes, Jeremiah.
No, I was just pointing out this is not Peppa Pig. This is Porky Pig.
What are you doing with that on your wall?
It's so cute.
It's not
Porky
Disney.
Pig.
How about that? Or
Batman. Wow, you just
no.
I got Batman too.
Well, look at you guys, traders.
I got Blue Man.
How dare you have anything beyond the Disney? Isn't the Disney Empire big enough for you to decorate your home?
The bloopers of Laughing Place. Oh, man. Dude.
Live bloopers.
Disney Trivia Live alone. Anything else you guys want to mention about the Disneyland Resort or Peppa Pig Land before we close out here, guys?
No, but I want to say that I'm going to Knott's Berry Farm on Friday.
Woohoo!
Oh, yeah? What are you doing there?
It's a Taste of Boysenberry Festival starting this Friday, March the 5th.
I feel like you did that last year.
We will be live from Epcot on the inaugural day of the Taste of Flower and Garden on Wednesday. Are you
going live on Friday night?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Well, I look forward to talking to you both and helping you appreciate the theme parks more. That's what I do here.
And
apparently.
And before Dewey does the wrap up and let you know what's coming up next, I'll just take you through a few of the things that we didn't talk about that are happening in the theme park world. For instance, Disney is giving you refunds for unused 2020 Sip and Savor tabs. So be sure to visit Laughing Place if you're have one of those hanging around and are wondering what's going to happen with it. Walt Disney World's offered information on Mother's Day and Easter brunches. Boysenberry Picnic in a Box is coming to the online marketplace for Knott's Berry Farm. The construction walls have dropped around the Velocicoaster exterior. We have pictures of that. A new baby rhino has appeared at Disney's Animal Kingdom Savannah. A Sorcerer Mickey sculpture at Disney Springs. Let's see. We've got information coming to us from Disneyland Paris on some of the cancellations that they've had to do for the 2021 season. While Shanghai Disney Resort is offering new stuff for spring, different food and merchandise. So lots of things happening all around. So be sure to come to laughingplace.com to keep up to date on what's happening at theme parks. Including.
Thank you, Kidder, for the best information we can never get at times. He has some of the great information that just pops up out of nowhere. I love Kidder.
Kidder has facts, but they are fun facts.
Yep.
Let's see. And Tammy says SeaWorld in San Diego's open. Is that true? Yeah, that's true, right? Mike, do you know? Is SeaWorld open?
Yeah, we went there a few weeks ago. Did a live stream and everything.
Oh, I missed that one, didn't I?
Yeah, Tony was my producer on that one.
Oh man. Never mind. Okay, so thank you guys for tuning in. We would like to remind you that in just 1.5 hours plus 8 minutes, we will be doing the LP Movie Club featuring Golden Globe Award winner, The United States versus Billie Holiday. And then tomorrow, we have a very exciting episode of Barely Necessities. Why is this one particularly exciting? Because the new Unimos have been released, or at least announced.
New emos.
New emos.
Yeah.
Not the new emos.
I saw them in person today. They are really cute.
Oh, they're really cute. They look really, I haven't seen them in person.
Dude, they're cute.
Oh, they're cute.
I'll say right now, if they make a Gonzo, I'll buy a Gonzo, but I don't need a Piggy or a Kermit.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
You're too good for Piggy and Kermit?
Yeah, I want a Gonzo. Make a Gonzo, Disney. You cowards.
Wow.
Also, a lot of new Loungefly that are out there for pre-order. So I'm sure we'll be talking about those as well, and some Minnie Mouse merchandise that dropped during the last weekend's celebration event. The name of the Minnie Mouse celebration event is
Polka Dots.
Yeah, I want to say it's like something about dots. Yeah.
Here, look at this.
So yeah, we've got a lot.
You know what that's called? Polka dork.
He's poking you, Jeremiah. In case
I don't know which one he's poking at this point.
No, it was you. Oh, look, Jeffrey wants a Goofy Nemo. Yeah. Which one would you want? If you could tell them, like Mike just told them, I'll buy one if you make me my Gonzo. I have very strong opinions and expectations.
Jeremiah, go first.
Jeremiah already has a Donald.
Who is the perfect? That is a good question. Maybe Elliot.
The dragon?
One T or two?
Two, yes. I did catch that discussion today. Maybe Elliot.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then I can
You can put him in like a little beanie and
first of all,
pair of jeans.
I can make him disappear just by closing my eyes. And then every time I see him, I'll be your candle on the water.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom,
Wait, what?
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. Cool.
Maybe not.
How do you say I love you too?
You know what I'd really love, to be honest? A new emo of Mike Celestino. How cool would that be?
I wouldn't mind a Celestino Funko Pop. I actually wouldn't mind like the entire team. Like if we had.
We could do that.
Commission Funko Pops.
I know that there are many people out there who are doing that, as well as I think Funko made themselves now do it. Figment new emo.
I was going to say that, but they also have the Figment shoulder ones. Oh, they have Orange Bird shoulder ones too.
Thumper. By the way, that's one of the things I'm hoping we'll do, Jeremiah. I'm going to be bugging you via email. Maybe you too, Mike Celestino. I'm not sure. I really want us to kind of discuss and handicap the D23 Figment. Dragons versus dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I voted in that whole quiz. I went through it earlier today.
I was thinking it'd be fun if we got the LP crew together and then we kind of handicapped it and did our
our analysis.
Yeah, who we thought would come through.
That would be fun, doing an analysis of that.
Yeah.
The dinosaur brackets are kind of weak. That's the biggest problem.
See, this is what we can debate.
But Elliot comes in strong. Come on.
Well, but he's in the dragon bracket.
Oh, he's not a dinosaur. Oh, you said the dinosaur is weak.
Yeah.
There aren't any good Disney dinosaurs.
That's what we were. That's what.
Come on, there's Arlo versus Baby Sinclair. I can't.
Now we're.
If they found a way to make Dino get in there somehow, some kind of a ringer, then we've got a competition. Dino. No, you dork. Are you going again? Polka Dork. No. Flintstones, which when I was growing up came on Channel 11, which became Fox. So I feel like it should qualify.
It's not how it works.
It should be. I'm still having trouble. Maybe a Dopey.
Oh, try to think as your new emo.
Raja. Take off and go.
Typically, you want to think of somebody who maybe already walks on their hind legs. He's looking at a poster we have on the wall of animated characters, just so you know.
Percy.
Like you would want some like Bernard or Bianca. If you're thinking, that would work.
Okay, I'm drawing a blank. I'm gonna think about it.
The new emos have to be couples.
They typically release them in couples. You had like Stitch and Angel.
Gonzo and Camilla, you could do it.
Yeah, you could do Gonzo and Camilla.
Camilla doesn't really lend herself to being dressed up in all the clothes, though.
Yeah, but they could just do Gonzo and another Muppet, so like Janice. Gonzo and Janice. Oh, Marie, that'd be a nice one.
That would be. Duffy would be good too, but I remember the one I want.
What?
Michael Eisner and Roy E. Disney.
They could just fight each other.
Beautiful couple, Michael Eisner and Roy E. Disney.
I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I don't know. I just don't know.
Oh wait, Tammy thinks she has one.
Oh.
You have Michael Eisner one?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Or maybe the trio: Michael Eisner, Jeffrey Katzenberg. It would be Eisner, Wells, Katzenberg. That would be cool. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us on today's edition of Disney Parks Talk Live. It's been a joy. Once again, remind you, Barely Necessities tomorrow, Rebecca will be talking about all these new emos. Maybe they will be giving the new emos they would like to see and stealing our idea. That's at 4 p.m. tomorrow, Pacific time. And then at 7:30 p.m., we have Disney Trivia Live Special Edition. We've got some guest hosts joining us, Nick Morgan and his lovely daughter, Elle, as Elle prepares to celebrate a big birthday, doing some Marvel trivia. That'll be fun. Wednesday morning, Jeremiah is going to be live from Disney's Epcot for the kickoff of Flower and Garden Festival. I hope I am the man in the studio there. And lots of other fun stuff. So most of all, make sure you stay tuned to Laughing Place. Subscribe whoever you're watching us. Ring the bell on Facebook, that brand new bell. Ring the bell on Twitter. Follow our Twitter every morning where we give you a rundown of our day show. And I think that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Au revoir.
Adios.